up traders, John Howell here, officialjohnhowell.com, and in this video we have another edition of Ask John, so let's get into it.
Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader.
Alright, so let's get into today's question, Ask John. And the question is, and I'll keep his name silent, but the question was, hey John, I've been trading from 6 to 7 years now. I've been trading options, forex, shares, but all terrible. I keep losing money and the markets keep changing, so I'm not sure what to do, and what was working yesterday is not working today, and so on and so forth. Can you please help? So here's what I do say, and again I'll leave his name out just for privacy reasons, but this is what I say about your question there. Firstly, you've been losing a lot of money in the markets. That should not be the case, okay? That should not be the case for anyone trading. And here's what I'm saying here, okay? Let me take this off the screen here. Is that if you're trading the markets, okay? If you're trading the markets, you should be, actually no, forget the whiteboard, let me just talk to you here, okay? What should be happening is this, let me just do this. What should be happening is this, is that if you are trading the markets, that you should be doing your paper trading and back testing, but then starting off small and then working your way up. A lot of people, when they jump into the markets, they start learning a system and they start trading $10,000 a trade, $20,000 a trade, without having any real confidence on that system working. Make sense? And so what I want to say to you is that this is the thing you need to do. So firstly, if you're losing a lot of money, it shouldn't be the case. You should slowly progress into whatever system you're doing. Okay, that's the first thing I do say, meaning you do your back testing. Now with back testing, what I like to do is that if I'm trading my system, or I'm looking to develop a new system, or add on a new system, which I don't normally do, I generally trade the system. The systems I've been trading now, I've been trading for years. I've added different variations to it to add some more probability to it. But the fundamental basis of my trading systems, I've been trading for the last 8 to 10 years now. So that's the first thing I do say, or it's the thing I do say. So what I like to do is I like to trade the stock market. So I will back test at least a couple of years on all the stocks that I'm going to trade, and get an overall view without fudging the back testing results to see what the results there. Make sense? Then what I'll do is this. Then what I do is I will then start to live paper trade, and then after I've proven to myself live paper trade that it's working exactly how the back testing went, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to then start trading small amounts of money. It's very small amounts of money, where I might be winning $10, losing $5, or losing $10. You know, I mean, winning the sort of $5 here, $10 there. And my goal is not to make a lot of money. My goal might be to make $100 per month. And you want to do that because it's at that start where you're going to make a lot of mistakes. And then after you start, and then once you start getting consistent doing that, then you might bump it up. And now you might be in a position where, you know, you're losing $30 but you're making $80 per trade, if that's your win-loss ratio, or your risk to reward ratio. Makes sense? And then you keep increasing it from there. So that's what you want to do when you're starting, no matter what system you're trading out there. Now if you're trading an intraday chart, you know, then I would say that you'd want to get at least 12 months worth of data if you can, and backtest, paper trade, and start small from there. No matter what system you're doing, that's what you should be doing, okay? Now, let's get on to the second part of this question, that the markets keep changing, and that is not true, and this is where you've been led down the wrong path. If you understand how the markets work, and have worked ever since the market started, then you can start trading a system based on how that works. Makes sense? And so many other trading companies out there, I'm not going to name names, but they actually doing a dissatisfaction when it comes to teaching you, when it comes to helping you move forward in the markets. And the reason why I say that is because they would develop something, they would teach something. Oh look, we did 3 months worth of back testing and this is the results, so let's start trading this, and we're gonna trade this, have this indicator. This indicator's been working fantastic for the last 3 months, let's start trading that. And then oh guess what, the market changed, let's do something else. No, the market never changes. If you understand the fundamental basis of how the markets work, and has worked ever since the market started. I can tell you right now, the way that I read the charts of my trading systems, they will work and has worked for 50 years plus. I've actually gone back charts 50 years ago and checked out my trading systems and the way that I viewed the markets and the patterns and strategies that I was using. They were working back then. So that's what you need to do. You need to have that level of confidence going in to say, no, this is never going to change. And the only thing that's going to change is your ability to trade that system better and better and better, right? Because you have a strict set of rules of getting in and getting out, or at least getting into a system, right? You can have a high probability win-loss ratio. But what's going to happen is that if you are going to trade a system, the thing that's going to change is you, right? It's your ability to manage that trade properly, so you don't let your losses run on too much, and you're gonna get out at the right time. That's what's going to happen. As the years go on, you're going to do that. But you won't be able to do that if you change it from system to system to system. Therefore, progress is very little. You know, you're up and down, up and down, up and down in your progress ladder. What you need to be doing, you need to be trading a system that has worked ever since the market started. It's based on how the markets work, and then you as a trader can get better and better and better at trading that. So, makes sense. So, obviously, I'm giving away on this screen here. I'm giving away a free trading course, and I teach you some of my charting techniques that I look at. I teach you some of my trading systems that I trade as well too, and a whole bunch of other stuff as well too. So, if you want that, then go click on the free course image on here, and I'll be able to help you out there as well too. So, anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it, so step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.